Hey there, Interwebs. It's Monday, December 8th. The sheep outnumber the people in New Zealand 15-1. I'm Russ.
I was forced here against my will.
And I'm Bridget.
And this is Context Not Found. Today's holiday of the day is National Youth Day in Albania, and this day in history was the premiere of Beethoven's Seventh in 1813. Don't worry, you're not hearing voices, or maybe you are, but we do have a guest here today, Bridget, who is an ex-coworker and a friend.
Yay! Hi!
Yes. And Eric was not forced here against his will and is just awkwardly sitting too close to the mic.
Eric's just being himself.
No, it's just because I feel like it's like you two look like you're talking to each other, and I'm just literally sitting here in the middle.
It's because you're sitting so directly in between us when we could make this like a trifecta.
You are the one that scooted forward to be 6 inches from the mic.
Making out with the microphone.
Well, you and me have discovered that I need to be like relatively close to the microphone for it to pick me up well enough.
Seats?
No, it's fine. This is actually good for me, this distance. Because I tend to talk a lot quieter, so to pick me up properly, I have to be a little bit closer than Russ does. Russ could be on the other side of the room, and it would pick him up just fine.
There are podcasts where we're talking, and if you listen to it back, you can't tell I'm on the other side of the room getting coffee or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Just point yourself at the mic and project, and it'll pick you up.
Huh.
So, yeah.
My brother said you can pick my voice out of any crowd. Doesn't matter how big the crowd is.
I was informed once that I have a female doppelganger who sounds exactly like me. This was a few years ago, and my voice was slightly higher, but...
Okay. I was going to say, I sound...
And the weird thing is that the build was roughly the same, too, because it was like me with long hair. It's like... I never saw it, though. It was just someone informing me that, like, I thought I saw you in the crowd today, but then it turns out it was a girl.
Oh my gosh, do you know about gaslighting? I just found out about it because of Imgur. When you, like, convince someone that, like, some memory they have isn't real, and it was this guy, and he walked his girlfriend to the bus stop so she could go to class because it was, like, a big campus, and, like, he realized he left something in a building, so he, like, sprinted back and to get it, and he like caught her just as she was going in the building and he was leaving, and she was like, "Hey, nice to see you again," and he just like was like, "What? I didn't just see you," or like made her think that she wasn't just with him, and apparently like she like went crazy and threw up and everything. But it's an actual thing, and it's called gaslighting, and it's from a movie from the 50s called Gaslight. But
okay, I was gonna ask you what the etymology of that was.
Yeah, it's just from a movie Gaslight, but I want to see. It just reminded me of that.
Oh, yes, doppelgangers. I'm like, wait, how did we get to that?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to.
I'm just sitting here in the middle making tea.
Yeah, and you're just, like, staring at the record track.
Frowning.
But, yeah, no. I'm just, because I'm, like, self-conscious about the, like, level at which my voice is being picked up, I'm just, like, staring at the recording track right now to try and, like, adjust my
Would you like a blindfold?
properly.
Yeah.
No.
Get him 2 eye
Cigarette?
patches.
No.
Okay. Fire and flee!
Dry.
It's fine.
Dry.
Eins. They missed.
Eric has
I feel so out of the loop. I'm the only one here who doesn't speak any amount of German.
I mean, she is wearing a German hoodie, so...
It is in German.
Well, you went to Germany.
I did.
So...
Well, I did too, but you don't see me wearing hoodies about it.
I feel like such
On the other hand, that was a while ago when I was like 8 at the time, so...
Yeah.
But I was doing a Monty Python bit where there's some holiday maker who gets, like, taken as a prisoner of war, and he's totally oblivious to this, and he gets put in front of a firing squad, and it's like... The sergeant who's in charge of this is like, would you like a blindfold? No, thank you. Cigarette? Oh, no, thank you. I don't smoke. Okay, fire in 3, 2, 1. And they all shoot. They missed. And then he ends up like giving them instructions on how to properly aim, and then he wakes up in his backyard, and his mom these days like, dear, are you okay? And he's like, oh. It was all just a dream. And she goes, no, dear, this is the dream. You're still in the prison. And then he wakes up back in the prison cell again.
No. God, no. I'm always afraid I'm going to wake up and all this, like, will be a dream. And I'll be like, wow, I dreamed about, like, frustrating, like, myself through college and everything.
That would be the microwave spazzing out in the background.
I told you you'd hear it eventually on one of these podcasts.
Oh, I was not aware.
You ever have one of those times where you wake up and you hit the snooze button and you roll over and go back to sleep, but then you have a dream that you're just getting up and going about your day? So, like, you're roughly dressed and in the middle of breakfast when you wake up and you're still in bed and you're like, shit, all of that was for nothing. Yes.
Well, I've never hit the snooze button just because I'm very afraid of the consequences. But I do sometimes turn off my alarm and go right back to bed. I used to sleepwalk, and I actually sleptwalked over, and I had my alarm on the other side of my room. I sleptwalked in the middle of the night and turned off my alarm.
That's not good.
Yeah, I slap my snooze button like it's a money dispenser.
How's that working out for you?
Eric hasn't been awake in 12 long years.
Wake up at 7:55 for my 8 a.m. and run across campus like a madman.
Yeah, I'm not that bad. I have mine set to 7, so I can slap snooze 3 times and get up at 7:30.
No, that's after slapping the snooze button about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, I know.
I would lose track of how many times I hit it, because then I'd dream about hitting it probably, and then like I think I hit it 7 times and then wake up and it'd be like 3 minutes later. Or
that's why I always check before hitting the snooze button, unless it's like a Saturday and I just forgot to turn the alarm off and it's just arm shoots out, hits the thing.
Punches it.
On occasion, knocks the whole thing off the table.
Shrugs and rolls over.
Yeah, well.
I woke
That
up.
was homecoming.
You did that this weekend to me. You forgot to turn off your alarm this weekend and you left. And so at like 7 o'clock this morning.
I didn't anticipate staying the entire night.
But yeah, so I mean, like 7 o'clock, the alarm goes off. I can't. It's like dark in the room, and like I'm tired. I'm like groggy, and I'm trying to figure out how to turn off your damn alarm clock. So I just pull the cord on the plug.
Turns out it has battery backups for when the power cuts out. You need to be up in the morning.
Yeah, it keeps freaking going. I'm like, God damn it.
You know what's even easier than pulling the cord and then finding the battery compartment? Finding this nice little button on the top that says off.
Oh!
It's not hard to find.
How they designed it that way.
Like, it is more difficult to find the battery compartment than the off switch, and yet you target the batteries.
Because there's like frickin' a dozen buttons on the top of your thing.
But
press all of them. One of them will get it.
You can read. Wait, okay, so, on my old alarm clock, you could either have it beep, like beep, 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 for waking you up, or you could put it on the radio. But I didn't do the radio because I know if I do the radio, then I'll dream about like dancing or something, and I won't wake up because I'll think that the song is part of my dream. So then
I've had that happen, but go on.
Tanzentraum.
Yeah.
Not the dancing, but the whole dreaming what I'm listening to thing. But go on.
So what was it? So I accidentally set it to radio the one night. But it was on a staticky station, and so it was in high school. So I woke up at like 6 in the morning to the sound of like static, and I was really out of it, and I thought I was being bombed. And I panicked and screamed. It was horrifying.
Mother, get to the bunker.
Everybody,
come on, Jerry's on the ridge.
Under your desks. Because, you know...
I think Jerry's doing a flyover, Mother. Mustard gas, Zeppelins, no.
Good thing I have my gas mask on me.
Who turned off the lights? Oh wait, no, sorry, that's the wrong one. Mummy? Are you my mummy?
I don't know what you're talking
Sorry,
about.
I'm doing Doctor Who and neither of you have seen it.
No, I watched 2 episodes of Doctor Who, and some episodes, well, the one episode was pretty good. The other one, I'm just
We've been recording for less than 10 minutes and I've already, done 2 different British TV shows. This is not gonna end well.
I'm never sure which
I'm already,
British TV show
most of the way
you're
through
quoting.
my tea.
Yeah.
Wow, you're hitting it hard, man.
Yeah, I am.
Slow down
there, man. It's been a
man.
long day. You have so much to live for. Your poor liver.
This isn't beer.
Oh.
Yeah, but red wine's supposed to be good for your heart. Verdict's still out on the liver, but I figure it's a trade-off. I can either have one or the other, right?
Yeah, right.
It's like charging your cell phone off your laptop when you forgot your laptop charger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like, which will die first? Or, okay, if you have a really...
It's a power transfusion.
Yeah.
Charge your laptop off of your phone.
I don't...
Uh-oh. Now we're getting risky.
Micro USB to whatever... To a circle with a hole in it.
Actually, the last that I read, that actually was a thing. Where
terrible idea.
An idea
going to get out of a tiny little cell phone into a laptop. Like,
yeah, You could get, you know...
Yeah, but the problem is that you're probably
Yeah,
using the laptop at the time.
Yeah, get like an extra 5-10 minutes of laptop runtime off of like...
A fully charged iPhone.
Yes.
On the other hand, you'll get 5 minutes of iPhone time off a fully charged iPhone as well. Heyo!
Heyo!
But I mean, the idea is that, like, you know, no, it's not meant to be like your primary charging means or give you like an extra 5 hours worth of battery life. No, it's meant to like you're in a pinch and like you can control
so you
where
save
you.
something real fast.
Yeah, it's like you need to save something or you need to get something off of it.
Well, then if you have the iPhone, why not just Google it from there?
Well,
storage to the computer.
yeah, talk like Word doc or. A
and this is why we use cloud
something.
Storage.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I might get a non-flip phone cell phone for Christmas.
Heyo.
I'm scared.
Eric, you'll be the last one on Earth.
Or actually,
To clarify, I'm the only person in the room right now that doesn't own a flip phone as their cell phone.
Mine has Lisa Frank stickers on it.
High five.
I have a rainbow Dalmatians, a Chihuahua with a lei, a koala, and an orca.
Actually, just thought of it. You said how it would be weird to pull it off of the cell phone battery because it's like a relatively small battery comparatively. But I was just thinking, what if you actually had what if it was one of those USB battery packs, which actually have
Like a portable cell phone recharger?
Yeah, something that actually has like a decent amount of charge to it comparatively. Because people are actually starting to carry those around a lot more. Actually,
I had the idea.
I find them around a lot more, so it's
idea.
a little bit more of a common idea.
I've got my hip holster for my cell phone. I had an idea for one that they should put a charging mat in one of these and a little thing that works like on the same principle as a shaker flashlight. So that way when you just put your cell phone in and walk around, it charges your phone up for you.
Like a Pokewalker? And
Yes!
you train your Pokemon by going outside?
Just kidding, you sit on the couch and do this with it and just spin it in a little circle.
For reference, he is moving his hand in a hand job motion when he says do this.
Yeah, that's why I said and spin it in a little circle.
Well,
because apparently spinning it in a circle works better than shaking it up and down because you get twice the return on it or something.
You get left and right and up and down vibration.
Well, I found that those kinds of chargers just never seem to work well whatsoever. Like those, we'll take for example the flashlights that actually use the shake to charge them.
Yeah.
They never seem to work very well. You have to shake for 10 minutes to get 30 seconds worth of light out.
That's an emergency flashlight, not a camping flashlight.
Well, also, my mom has one, and it has a crank on the side, and that works a lot better because you can actually hold it steady and crank it while you're using it. So, and it also has a radio in it. So it's wow, survival.
Yeah, the cranks were always much more efficient by comparison.
Yeah, I'm not sure why shaking ones are a thing.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to shake a flashlight than the
I don't know how much easier.
It's so much more efficient.
People think it's easier. Let me put it that way.
Well, they're wrong.
People go oh, hey, you just shake it to charge it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
But yeah, no, it's a quarter of the efficiency, a fifth.
It could go for a fifth. Speaking of alcoholism.
I'm the sound effects. That's why I'm here.
Next topic.
He was just about to say an alcoholic comment.
Was I?
You said speaking of alcohol.
Oh, yes. So, I don't know. Alcoholic tip of the day. Don't water down good scotch. There's a special circle in hell for people who do so, and they serve meatloaf stretched with sawdust.
Get whiskey rocks. Like the rocks that you actually freeze.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It doesn't water
or
down.
the reusable ice cubes where it's in the little plastic thing.
Yeah, it looks cooler if you put rocks in it. If you want to be really manly, drinking your manly drink.
And then you just take a bite out of the glass.
And your blood everywhere. It's that's gonna win the ladies over. Believe me, I'm a lady. If you take a bite of glass, my pants will be off in seconds.
Crunch.
Is it hot in here, or is it just rust eating glass?
My gums haven't bled this much since I flossed.
Hey, I floss daily, folks. It's important to floss. Yeah, I said folks for that because it was that important.
Yeah, I don't floss and I bleed regularly for it whenever I do try to floss.
I bleed regularly anyway, but I still floss. That's because I have medical problems. problems.
I'm like, wait, was that a menstruation joke?
Oh no. That'd be horrible. I get my period every time I floss. Twice a day.
Moving on from that mental
Wait.
image.
I have one more comment about floss. I have a lot, but I'll say one more. So, are you okay? Go on.
He's dying here. I don't know why.
I had this metalhead math teacher in high school named Mr. Eichelberger, and he listened. He would always wear Tool T-shirts and listen to Tool all the time. And he said that when he kills bugs,
black and white are all I see.
when he kills bugs, he'll kill the bug and leave it on the floor as a warning to other bugs. So he's a really hardcore guy, and I always draw pictures of him for him, and he would hang them on the board. But anyway,
something about a bat.
A bat?
Yeah.
I draw pictures of him, and he brings them, and hang them on the board.
You told me this story about.
Oh yeah, I drew him as a bat. Yeah.
Okay.
So my really peppy English teacher ran in the room one time. And she's like, oh, did you know that flossing can add 3 years to your life? And Mr. Eichelberger said, yeah, they'd be shitty years anyway. Mr. E, you slay me.
Okay. So it turns out I was actually on the subject of alcohol. Moving on to the next subject. It's time for the nerd joke of the week. So Neutron walks into a bar, and he orders it after the superconductor walks out. That's called back to a previous joke. Neutron walks into a bar, orders a drink, bartender serves him his drink, he has it, he orders another, bartender serves him the second one. After he finishes that one, he says, right, so, what do I owe you? And the bartender looks at the Neutron and says, for you, no charge.
Boo!
Everyone's a critic.
Chemistry book in the world. Chemistry joke in the book. All this chemistry book in the joke. I'm going to not talk for the rest of my life. I decided right now.
Well, you need to talk for another 40 minutes. We've still got podcasts to fill.
Well, maybe I'll just sit here and look at you disapprovingly.
You're just gonna look at me disapprovingly for the joke. What?
Huh?
Really, I do that every week.
Oh.
He looks at me disapprovingly over the podcast. There's a reason we just use a static image instead of a camera. So, moving on.
I'm stuck.
And Bridget's trapped in her hoodie.
Please help.
Okay.
Eric, Jaws of Life.
My head. Ow, you just ripped up my hair. Oh god,
I think I have a tool for this.
Okay, I'm good. The head hole is too small for my head. My head, apparently, according to my mother, is enormous. But now I am
she would know.
Yes. No, actually, I'm a C-section baby, so.
No, she wouldn't. Got it.
So
Screw this. I'm taking the VIP exit.
Too good for that. I'm not being squozen.
Why are you acting so dignified? You were once shoved headfirst through someone's vagina.
No, I was not. I'm better than you.
Yeah, but I worked with you. I know you have no reason to be dignified anyway. Womp womp. And now there's just going to be 2 disapproving looks going around the...
Eric talked for 40 minutes. I have to glare at Russ.
Sorry, I've got to fill the foreign phrase of the week.
Oh.
This week's foreign phrase of the week is dos cervezas, por favor. Also, speaking of alcohol. It's not usually this booze heavy.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's funny, we planned that one days ago, that foreign phrase.
Yeah.
Funny, it just so happened
last week's foreign phrase of the week was pedo melon amino, which means speak friend and enter in, I believe that is Sindarin. Might be Quenya, please don't burn my house down.
I will.
90% sure it's Sindarin, though. But no, I don't know if I have a tool for removing heads from hoodies, but I do have a whole bunch of other ones in this toolkit over here.
Ooh, may I see?
Yes, you may.
Clean up or die.
Yes,
That's the one rule.
Yes, I have a piece of duct tape on my toolkit that says clean up or die. That is the rule.
Is that Rockwell tape?
No, this is just pink duct tape. I also have a piece of orange duct tape that I've added on the side.
Tools are a handle at one end and an opportunity at the other. Kevin Kelly.
Yes.
I don't know who Kevin Kelly is.
He's a guy who wrote a book called Cool Tools.
Cool tools.
I know, right?
But catchy.
I've noticed that all of the duct tape things on my toolbox.
Do not spray me with WD-40. Do not.
All the quote tapes on my toolbox so far are just things I saw untested.
You got really like defensive, like I was actually gonna do it.
I wouldn't put it past you since you threw a fake spider at me earlier after I deliberately told you not to.
Yeah,
and
fun
you
fact,
ate
I haven't...
tomatoes near me. The other, like last year, I told you I do not want tomatoes in my presence, and you ate these friggin' tomatoes and splashed tomato product in my face. And so, I wouldn't be surprised if you freaking...
Okay, so a couple of context things real quick.
Right,
I
so
have a posable armature wire rubber spider that usually hangs out on my microphone. His name is Archibald, but I had to move it for this podcast.
Because Bridget, which is me, is not about to look at a spider for an hour.
I'll put a butterfly on it instead.
No. I mean, that one doesn't look like a butterfly from this angle, so we're good.
Oh.
Why do you hate me?
There you go.
It looks, it just kind of looks like an X.
Okay. So I did, that's an origami butterfly that I put on the thing, because I honestly couldn't decide what our first topic was going to be, so it was either going to be tools or origami, and I've managed to segue into both and then ignore them.
Oh, it's a Goomba.
Yeah.
We can look at that for another half hour.
I can look disapprovingly at me. Seems to
Actually,
be the theme of the night.
we should turn that towards Russ.
Looking disapprovingly at me.
Now you have 3 people looking disappointedly at you.
Your ears shifted when you frowned.
Yeah, so when I frown really hard, my ears get into it. That's how
Your
you
ears
know
get
I'm
down with the
disappointed in you.
sickness. Oh.
That song is odd. Speaking of waking up in the morning, going back to a previous topic, I had an alarm clock that you could hook up to your MP3 player to play music. And one time, it just so happened to pick out Down with the Sickness and decide to wake me up with that. That's a horrible way to wake up. No, bad. I have a little magnet on the end of an extendable stick that Eric likes to play with, and I'm not letting him do that this time.
Aww.
I've learned not to let him play with things during podcasts, because last time that happened, he ended up spitting ramen all over my desk.
That was your fault for making me laugh while eating ramen.
That was your fault for eating ramen.
Don't victim blame.
Whose desk got masticated ramen spat upon it?
I believe the answer is Russ.
Yeah.
Russ's desk.
So.
What were you wearing? That determines who's at fault here.
Jeans and a t-shirt. You know, the same thing I wear year-round.
His little black dress.
Yes.
It was a little black dress. I think you're to blame here.
If I'm wearing a little black dress during a podcast, things have gotten seriously weird.
Well, no one can see. You could be wearing one right now, and we're just playing along with it.
Part of this podcast,
I could be naked.
No, you couldn't be. We wouldn't be recording this if you were naked. The soundtrack would just be... Put on more clothing!
Tying you down and putting clothing on you.
I once passed out at a frat party and woke up with more clothing on.
I love the awkward silence there where you're both like simultaneously no.
Simultaneously thinking of how to correctly respond to that
I
stuff.
don't think there is a correct response. That's the problem. But the random fact at the beginning about the sheep of New Zealand outnumbering the people of New Zealand 15-1 came from an idea I had a while back for a segment called 2-Minute News, where I'd just do the news of the week in like 2 minutes or less, and it would start out with, hey there, interwebs, such and so, here's a random fact, and the end of the little high-speed intro would always be, and I'm not wearing pants, and this is 2-Minute News. Mm-hmm. That thankfully did not survive to this podcast, but because like it's a news anchor shot, so it's just desk up. Mm-hmm. I always wonder how many news anchors aren't wearing pants. I like to think it's a higher number than you would guess.
Yeah, like at least 80%.
I'd like to see what's the guy from 6ABC, like the anchor, the old guy.
Oh, Jim Gardner.
Yes, I want to see like the camera pan out and he's just like wearing hot pants under the desk.
Yes! He's the cutest.
Jim Gardner in a suit jacket and booty shorts.
But if he has a really nice butt. Are you okay?
Okay, when I'm drinking and choking, someone needs to talk to fill the space.
No, I was just relishing in your...
I was just relishing.
Oh, come on, that takes more strength than I can muster.
Ketchup, man.
Barbecue sauce.
Yes, that is also a condiment. I may or may not continue with these lame puns.
Mayo. Okay. Let me think. I'm gonna need a minute. Soy, you think you can dance? I give up.
What's this about sweet and sour sauce?
Soy sauce.
Oh.
Duh.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh.
So yeah, that could have gone better.
I already used that word.
So you're lucky it's the end of the semester. I don't have any food left in the room.
Yeah,
Besides ramen.
You can eat those dried tea leaves.
okay, so I'm just gonna do something real quick here to ensure that, okay, I can't find the start on this duct tape, so I'm not duct taping you to the chair now, but Bridget, you have my full permission to stab him with this screwdriver if he gets up again.
I love stabbing.
With screwdriver? If only we had a screwdriver. A screwdriver? I think I was just shanked with one.
Oh, it's in my intestines.
Futurama quote,
And now,
sorry.
now he hides the tools from me.
Yep,
Can I unscrew things in your room?
probably.
I'm going to. And then Widener will charge you. Uh-oh, this fits here. Oh.
Yeah,
I'm dismantling the desk we're using.
Yeah, there's a reason I have that screwdriver on top. It's because I can easily fix and repair things in my room when they fall apart.
Wait, maybe I shouldn't do this right now, because that would ruin things.
Yeah,
I'll stop dismantling the
you're the reason I can't have nice, or at least mediocre IKEA furniture.
Because I will come to your house and wreak havoc.
With my own tools.
Yeah. It reminds me of the one commandment: thou shalt not boil a baby goat in its mother's milk. You shall not dismantle Russ's furniture with his own screwdriver.
Okay, I was seriously wondering where you were going with that story. Yes.
Holy crap.
People say that to me a lot.
That's one of the things about keeping kosher is you're not supposed to eat the animal in its mother's milk because the Jewish people have always had a keen sense of irony, I feel.
But that sucks though, you can't eat cheese with your meat.
Well, I can. I'm not Jewish. Well,
I'm
not practicing Jewish.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I'm Jew-ish. I'm not Jewish, I'm Jew-ish. That's one of those questions on OkCupid that needs to have more answers than just yes or no. Are you Jewish? Kinda?
Sorta? Ask
A
me
little?
later.
Culturally?
Put question marks.
Okay. Who let Eric pick up a screwdriver?
Me! I'm sorry! I got it back, don't worry, everybody.
Because then I'm just going to have to stab him with this teaspoon, and that's not going to end well for anyone, because I have to get blood out of this carpet, and I don't know how many more stains it can hide. I think it's sort of at capacity.
It's not hiding any of them, I can see them all.
It has reached saturation of stains.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I can't complain. I got this rug for free after my roommate dropped out freshman year and forgot to take his rug with him.
Nice.
Yeah, I know.
Winning.
That was a really good high five.
Yeah.
No, the acoustics in this room are terrible. There's a horrible echo, which is what I like about this mic, because it won't pick up on the echo.
I can still see a little bit of the echo from when you did the clap.
I just noticed that your shirt has a skull on it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because I am hardcore, as you can see. I
hear you're pretty gangster. I'm pretty gangster myself.
I hate to bother you, but, are you gangster? As you can see...
Excuse me, sir, but could you please direct me to the hood?
Here's my business card, Bridget Jennings, official gangster.
Ooh, this is embossed.
That watermark.
Hold it up to the light. Ooh, it's even got that little thing that shines through. Yes, quite. So, Eric, you haven't contributed to the conversation in a while.
Because right now I just feel like either I'm the oddball out in terms of like the conversation
I think we're all oddballs
Yeah, I was
here.
gonna say, I think that's a feeling we can all relate to.
Or B, I'm constantly being suppressed in some form or another.
Suppressed?
I think you mean repressed.
Repressed?
Oppressed?
You need to find a girl.
Compressed?
Shut up.
What? I'm
No,
a girl.
not you.
Found one! Hello, world.
Okay, that's one off the scavenger hunt list. Now I need to find a 4-leaf clover. Shit.
Oh.
Aw,
Sorry,
sad face.
guys.
Let me get out my sad face button for this occasion.
Oh, I could be sad man.
Yes, I have a,
Oh wait, no, I don't fit the qualifications because you just found me and I'm a girl.
What?
Because you just thought... remember, come on, podcast people, support me.
What's this about? All I know about Sad Man is that his parents are dead and he looks a hell of a lot like Batman.
Sad Man's over there, and we decided to scavenger hunt.
For clarity, Sad Man is a paper crafts model on my shelf over there. Carry on.
It was you on the scavenger hunt said find a girl, and I was like, oh, that's me. And then Sad Man, but by process of elimination, I guess, can't be me since I was the girl.
Oh, so you can't be Sad Man.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
I can be sad with quotes, man.
Sad apostrophe where the w was dropped.
Yeah. Or sad, like, trans man.
Sad Tran.
Yay!
It's Batran!
Battering ram. Not
Yes,
the same thing.
that is also a word that sounds... Batarang. Boomerang.
Oh. Bat.
Bloomingdale's.
Bat.
This is the worst game of word association ever.
Oh, wait, guess what? Want to hear a story of word association?
Sure.
I was...
Got nothing else to fill this hour.
Wow, I feel important.
Oh, very.
Oh.
I was relying on this conversation having absolutely no direction.
Because that's how my life goes. For context, nothing I say makes sense.
Everything is a non sequitur if Bridget says it.
Yeah. But it makes sense to me. But anyway.
Okay.
So, I forget. Oh, I was playing word association with Robert, and we were just, like, saying the words. And one of us said egg, and then shell, and then beach, and then...
Nog.
Nog?
Eggnog.
No.
Okay.
Beach, and then shell, and then wave, and then sign. I said sign because sine wave, and then he said post, and
Yeah,
I
that
said
makes perfect sense.
I said partum depression, and the look on his face was just utter, like, not what do I say to that, and then the game stopped and I left.
And I won.
I win. Wait, wave, sign, post, partum depression.
I won it, truth or dare.
True. No one asked.
Or dare.
Oh! No one asks me fun truth or dare questions. Everybody like when it's like, well, it was pretty much just truth because theirs are dumb.
Sorry about that Friday night.
Ah! Yeah, well, there's a lot of things to be sorry about that night, but overall, good night.
I'm not going to give you context, but that's not as bad as it just sounded.
Yeah. Just let your minds fester.
Yes.
Your thoughts fester. Rather.
We were playing party games after playing a role-playing game where everyone is a different personality of someone with MPD.
It was great.
He didn't... Okay, he did get arrested, but he didn't get killed, so that's a win, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised about the not.
John never survives everyone is John, from what I understand.
I was... I'm like, Alex, or I guess DM, you could call him in this case, he just looked like he... I mean, he's played before. You would think that he'd been in such ridiculous situations, but he just, like, put his head down, like, screw all you guys.
I'm done.
I'm done. So, I don't know, do we do good or bad?
Well, when we beat the GM, we win.
Whee! Oh, I shouldn't waver this. I brandished this screwdriver near my face.
There's a video I was watching of, it's an unboxing, and the person has a pocket knife, and they take a mask out of the box, and they're, like, trying to adjust the mask around their glasses, and I'm like, they're gonna stab themselves in the, or, like, the back of my head, part of my brain's thinking, they're gonna stab themselves in the face, and the other part of my brain's thinking, I do more dangerous shit than this, and I've never I have stabbed myself, but never seriously, and for that reason.
I've done plenty of safe stuff and ended up injured. Luckily, wait, isn't it weird I've never broken a bone?
I've never broken a bone.
Yeah, but I'm me.
I've never broken a bone, unless you count other people's.
Oh. No, I haven't. I don't think I've broken anybody else.
Story much?
Story time.
Nah, I've been sworn to keep that off the record.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
People are gonna come after me if I don't.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Now we're gonna tell me this story after hours.
I'm in deep shit with the gay mafia.
Oh. That's not the mafia you want to be in deep shit with. Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you from experience.
If I am in with the gay mafia, y'all can't touch me.
Oh, I kind of have like 1 foot in with the gay mafia.
I've got several feet in with the gay mafia.
No, but I mean, I'm a brethren. I'm a brother.
What? I'm done.
Okay, bye.
The rest of the podcast will be carried out by Eric and Bridget.
No, I left.
Are you just studying for our electronics exam tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, a brief word on finals. That
Don't
was
do
it.
them.
That was no. Finals is actually an acronym. You know, it stands for fuck. I never actually learned shit.
Oh, wow! True. I have astrophysics and circuits back to back, starting at 8 a.m. on Wednesday.
I have calculus tomorrow at 10, so...
What calc are you in?
I'm retaking Calc 1 to boost my GPA.
Oh.
Having already passed Calc 2.
Yeah. I'm in Calc 3 right now.
Having taken Calc 2 3 times and passed that, I'm retaking Calc 1 to bring my GPA up.
Why did you take it 3 times?
Because Widener's kind of weird about certain things.
Yeah, that is definitely true. I came in with 19 credits and only like 4 of them transferred. So now I'm technically a junior right now, but...
I'm giving her a weird look over the microphone that doesn't translate well in audio only, but...
Since there is no sound coming from your face.
Wait.
He's trying to see if you can
I'm trying to generate a sound with my face, and it's not working out too well.
Well, we need a megaphone for your face.
What if you could hook electrodes up to someone's face that monitor changes in muscle expressions? So that way it can just create the jump scare that they play in horror movies. So it's like when they do a really angry face.
Well,
you remember freshman year when they hooked up the
yes,
EKG to your head?
What?
Yes, I was rigged up to a thing with it monitors brain activity, and it's
Why?
Because that's what you do when you're a freshman engineering major. Mad science shit.
Oh, okay.
And they were
there's fire.
Shit, was that out loud?
I have no soul.
They were actually able
I just
to...
have a small white cat that I stroke and then turn around in my high back leather
And I put
armchair.
olive oil on your table and slide to pet it.
Yes, that was also from Friday night. In-game context, there was no greasy table sliding in real life. Unfortunately.
Not to your knowledge.
Wow, it's amazing how much you forget when you haven't been drinking.
True.
And the Goomba's about to fall off the microphone.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's picking up any Okay, stop. And
I didn't know. I thought it was probably going to rustling sound on the microphone, so it'd probably be...
I have no idea. Okay, I'm putting a Metroid on there now.
Oh my goodness.
Just because.
Bing, 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 ding, ding.
Let's do the news, shall we?
Okay.
In the world of sports, the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees have managed to settle their differences and combine forces to become the New Haven Rank Sox. Weather. It's cold. In related news, a bear was spotted shitting in the woods. The verdict's still out, though, on whether this awesome new pope really is Catholic. This week in science, let me pull up that tab, because I never have the tab open like I should.
And I will read some of these because I've just been sitting here studying for my...
Eric has not been
tomorrow.
contributing.
Speak, boy. Speak.
Art?
Boy.
Narp.
Narp. That's not what dogs say. You're an imposter. Get out.
To place, that's impossible.
Lugner.
So yeah, usually I just go to I Fucking Love Science's Facebook page and find the picture that is This Week in Science, but they haven't posted one, so we're just gonna go to the website.
Smoking can erase Y chromosomes from cells.
Fascinating. Do tell.
There's a video going around of a man delivering 3 baby sharks from a dead mother with emergency C-section.
I was a C-section baby. I wonder if I'm also a shark.
Because logic. Electric eels remotely control the movements of their prey, presumably with electricity.
Ah, wow.
Most precise images ever of the early universe revealed.
I can tell you all about the early universe thanks to my astrophysics class. Oh, I want a pet rat.
What was your major?
Oh, so, Bridget, I'll let you read this one. This is funny, because you're the one that reacted to the pet rat.
Oh, I love rats. I want one. But when can rats wearing jackets... What? Oh, I can't read. What can rats wearing jackets tell us about men who love lingerie? I kind of want to read this. Female rats wearing jackets are not unlike women in lingerie. Across all animal species, sexual behavior is directed by an intricate interplay between the actions of hormones in our brains. In a new, quirky study, researchers adorned female rats with special jackets to better understand what turns the male rats on.
You know, this somehow reminds me of that study they did where they put little tiny hats on dung beetle, because dung beetles will use stars as navigation because they're really good astronomers.
Oh, yeah.
So some scientists put little tiny hats on dung beetles that would block their view of the stars, and they just sort of wandered around aimlessly, much like a douche in a fedora. They don't know what the fuck they're doing or where the hell they're going, but all they know is they look really cool because they're wearing a tiny little hat.
Man, do I love science.
Because really, what else are we going to do with all this funding? Why not put jackets on mice to figure out what men look like lingerie?
Who thought of this? Why did they put the rat in like a push-up bra? But wait, would they like a push-up bra but like 3 of them to cover all 6 nipples?
When I was reading that headline, I thought of the rat wearing like the Thriller jacket. Just like the one rat trying to look all sexy, like, hey there. And then they start doing the Thriller dance, and the scientists are like, you know what, we're done. We can't do the lingerie study and the LSD studies at the same time. This is getting too weird.
Dancing, everybody go home.
Just give them the damn cheese and let them go.
Why is it a thing that rats love cheese?
Dumb.
That just...
Maybe that originated in like medieval France,
tomatoes?
where there was a lot of cheese and people were generally unclean, so there were rats running around eating people's cheese.
Alright.
I feel like there's more historical than biological reasons for that, but that is simply a wag.
There's just like a lot of random...
That's not even a swag, that's a wag.
Yeah, that's not scientific at all.
Won't rats really just eat anything?
Pretty much. Rats, first of all, they're a lot cleaner and more intelligent than people think they are, unless they live in sewers. And there are actually rats that live in sewers, and
In
it's
the sewer.
If you're quoting something, I don't know it.
It's a Scout song.
Okay. Well, rats, it's like so compactly, like, living spaces, and... Is that Sad Man again?
Yes, that's a
Okay.
that's a little sad man sticker I made.
Oh, you made it? Oh, I'm very bad at keeping on topic.
Quite.
There's...
That's the reason I didn't come up with topics for this week. It's like, we'll just
True.
talk, something will happen.
I was gonna say screw rats. I meant rats.
Tell me about sewer rats wearing slutty little jackets.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. The rats, like, they live in such tight living spaces, and it's nasty as hell and everything, and they actually fuse together, like, by the tail, and they become a rat king. Don't steal my thunder. It's not... I'm very angry at you.
I'm really into Rat Kings. They'll show up in my Dungeons and Dragons adventures from time
Wait,
to
really?
time.
Because no one believes me when I say about rat kings. I was like, oh,
I don't know, just show them that one Google image thing that makes everyone vomit immediately.
It didn't make me vomit.
Yeah, I mean, me either, but like the mummified rats.
Why you just threw my...
Because you're studying during our podcast and not contributing at all.
Contributing. That's
Shut
not
up.
something I would say. Hi, I'm worse at English.
What am I Googling?
Well, I don't know. What are you Googling?
We learned in the first podcast that we don't look shit up in the middle of things because that makes for terrible audio. Because I did basically just I threw Eric's binder on my bed and threw him back in his chair, so now he's going to have to contribute to the sound again.
Wait, okay, I need your honest opinions. Do I get a pet rat or bearded dragon?
Bearded dragon.
Pet rat.
That's the thing, like rats you can train, they're warm, they have fur, and they're very cute, and they're less expensive. Bearded dragons are more expensive.
Bearded dragons are like a pet fish that you have to take even more care of.
Yeah, but they also, because they're like cold-blooded and all, that you have to come cuddle with you to keep warm sometimes, so that's kind of nice. But they're more expensive, they're not fuzzy, they have spikes, like, you know.
You have to keep them in a tank. A well-trained rat you can just sort of let hang out.
Yeah.
Actually, in the Widener...
Hold on. No.
No,
This is for my own personal reference.
No, you're not allowed to do this sort of shit.
Why? I just want, I don't know, I want a pet. Oh, they're kind of cute. They are cute.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
They're cute reptiles.
My,
Now I have an image of what we're talking about. Okay.
it's a lizard.
I know. I mean, when you said bearded dragons,
Lizard.
when you said bearded dragons, the image that popped into my head was
Komodo
of
dragon.
a Komodo dragon.
Oh.
Those things come curl up with me, Skippy.
But I was like, no, that's not.
No biting.
I was like, no, that's not right.
Give it back, Henry.
Dear God, you weigh like 500 pounds. I forgot that.
You breathe fire, also.
But yeah, no,
Yeah, that's
I
how Komodo dragons
was like,
work.
no.
I know science.
But in my head, I'm like, no, this name does not associate with this image. What are you doing, brain? So I had to kind of, like, Google that just to, like, reassociate the proper term with the proper mental image.
Look up the song Word Disassociation by
Not right
Lemon
now.
Demon. No, I don't mean right now. I'm talking to the
Yeah,
viewers,
I-
listeners. True.
Listeners, you heard her.
Word Disassociation by Lemon Demon.
That's the artist who did
The ultimate.
yes, Ultimate Showdown.
This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. So anyway.
Okay, we can't sing more than one lyric of a song before getting sued.
Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh.
I don't know.
I don't have any money to take. Actually, what do I have to lose?
You can take 100% of the profits we're making from this thing because I don't have a monetized YouTube channel. Because I don't like bombarding my viewers with ads.
True.
And Eric's just listening to music in his head.
And dancing.
I think he is determined not to contribute to this podcast.
Yes, I am. No,
Wait, yes, you are. Yes, you are what?
Yes, I am not contributing. Yes, I am.
Determined not to contribute? Yes, you are contributing?
Eric, specify. I'm just a person.
No, I was just doing that because I was really curious to see how long it would take you to notice.
Oh, I noticed.
FYI for the viewers, it took about a minute.
No, I noticed immediately. It's just like, he'll get bored and tire himself out. No, this is going to interfere with his ability to be a productive member of society, isn't it?
Hey, story of my life.
I don't think any of us could accurately be described as productive members of society at this
No.
point in our lives.
I just started my paper today. Let's do this.
We're all 20. We're not making anything.
Nah.
I just thought about something.
What?
Where did R2-D2 wearing the head crab go?
Oh, he's up on the shelf.
Head crab.
Yeah, I made a papercraft head crab for...
Is a head crab different than a crab?
head crabs from Half-Life.
Oh, that's not a thing I'm familiar with.
They kind of like latch onto your head and are kind of like a mental control thing.
Oh, that's
You know the
unfortunate.
brain slug joke? This is a brain slug. What's it doing? It's starving to death.
Oh my god, okay, guess what? One time somebody did that to me, but they said a brain-eating spider, and it was on my head, and they're like, oh, it just died of starvation, and it's like 5 minutes later, I said, wait a minute!
That's perfect.
It was the perfect time for me to have a slow moment. A slow-ment, if you will.
Oh.
I'm having a slow brain fizz. Stop whispering seductively into the microphone.
Wink.
It's really creepy.
I'm
I know
sorry.
Only I'm allowed to whisper sweet nothings to my microphone late at night,
Can I?
I suppose.
Yay! His previous statement is false.
10 hours of walking around New York City as a microphone.
Uh-oh.
People are just talking
no,
into you.
I want to
Hey,
see
little baby,
that.
you want to come record
Someone
this?
dressed like a microphone, just jump one giant microphone and walk around. I want to see that happen.
I would have been asked
I love how there were so many parodies that came out immediately afterwards, like 10 hours of walking around Skyrim as a woman, 10 hours of walking around New York City as Princess Leia, 10 hours of walking around New York City as a turkey right before Thanksgiving. It's like, it's good to know that we can still have a sense of humor about these things and just take the piss out of them.
Yeah. I got my different perspective on that being of female descent.
I think we're all of female descent, technically.
Oh.
I mean, like 50%.
I'm not gonna lie, those things are kind of funny, but at the same time, I gotta be a little bit irked.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that there isn't a problem.
You just said you have to be a little irked.
Yeah, it's like natural.
As though it's like a requirement.
No, it's not a requirement. It's pretty hard.
As a woman, it's a requirement that I get offended about sexism.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. Like, go on.
Anyway, I'm just gonna save this conversation for later.
I'm not defending the actions of, like, misogynistic douchebags. I'm just saying that we need to have a sense of humor about everything.
Yeah, I do think that there's nothing wrong with, like, being funny or anything, but, like, at the same time, you gotta be serious about certain things. Like, okay, having jokes about it is fine and all, but in a way, it kind of takes away from the message, in a way, to me, at least, but...
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't have watched that if it weren't for some of the parodies making me curious to see, okay, what actually does happen in this, so...
True.
The parodies actually got a better publicity, or at least from my end, they did, so...
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's a reason I don't describe myself as a feminist, and that's because of militant feminists with zero self-awareness. I describe myself as an equalist, or at least I used to until a mom ruined that.
Oh my god, come on! I do not support equalists. Everybody has the right to bend.
I'm still waiting for the chance to get my. I'm still waiting for the chance to get my Amon poster printed.
No.
The big. The big equalist.
This guy also wants to get a Fire Nation banner printed up. I think we can say he's always rooting for the villain. Although with Legend of Korra, like I like Zahir. He's right out there with like Hannibal Lecter of villains, which is like, shit, man, this is a kids show, and we got some grade A villain. I mean,
I'm not caught up. I'm only in season 2.
Zahir is the greatest villain ever.
I don't own a TV in my dorm.
That's convenient that That's convenient that Legend of Korra isn't on television.
Oh well, I don't. Also,
It's strictly online now.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we can play catch up one of these days, but
Okay.
not now.
Yeah.
This isn't a spoiler, by the way.
Okay.
I saw an image on the Avatar Wand fan page for Legend of Korra. It's like, Amon just wanted equality for everyone. Unalak wanted to restore spirituality, who was the villain of season 2.
I remember Unalak.
This is the villain of season 3. Help me out here. Zahir, right.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Who was...
Kuvira is 4.
Yes. Right. Kuvira was 4. Okay.
Zahir just wanted freedom for everyone. Kuvira just wants to help restore order. What did Ozai want? Oh, Ozai was just an asshole. What a
Don't
dick.
even...
He was a royal dick.
He was.
Pun intended.
Really? Ha ha ha.
Oh, that Joffrey Baratheon. What a royal bastard.
I would laugh if I wasn't too soon. Ozai. Too soon. But General Iroh.
Which one?
The old guy. Not the new. Well, I mean, I don't... New one.
Uncle Iroh?
Uncle Iroh.
Okay.
Yes.
Uncle.
What uncle?
Zuko, you must look inside yourself to find yourself, to save yourself from your other self. Even when he's not here, he doesn't make sense.
Look at the silver lining on
Take
the
a bite
cloud.
of the
Take
silver...
a bite of that silver sandwich.
Maybe...
That's it!
Really?
I didn't even know what I was saying.
No, that didn't make any sense at all, but look, it's Suki!
Oh, but wasn't there like a line in like one of the episodes where Zuko's trying to like quote his uncle and he just does a terrible job at
it? We just did that twice. Twice Zuko does a terrible impersonation of Iroh and comes up with an ice cream
to
cone.
protect yourself from the other side.
Was that a direct quote?
Even when I'm talking before him, I don't know what he's saying. And then the frog just ribbits at him and hops off.
Oh wait, no,
Squire.
My favorite Zuko moment is when he's practicing how to be like diplomatic to Aang and talking to a frog and goes, "Hi there, Zuko here." I lost it. I have a crush on Zuko, I'm not gonna lie, and Sokka, but...
Who doesn't?
Okay, cool, it's not just me.
Oh, there's a...
They like a man with scars.
There's a promo image of them from, like, that middle period when they're about 20, 30-something, and it's posted on Tumblr. Yeah, Tumblr, and someone left the comments like, "Oh, it looks like Zuko and Sokka fell out of the sexy tree and hit every sexy branch on the way down," and then they landed in some sexy dirt, and someone else comments, and then some sexy rain began to fall, and they had a sexy mud fight.
No.
Too much. Too much. I have a very big crush on Zuko, though. I don't care if he's a cartoon. You can't deny it. He's hot.
I just love the shot from season 3 when they're like playing beach volleyball and he like throws his shirt off and like the birds flow off in the background.
Oh, fantastic.
It's John and Chang, the most important teenagers in the Fire Nation.
I love how the like surf bro is named Ranjan.
Yeah, Ranjan and Chang. They're important.
You could puncture the hull of an Empire-class battleship, leaving thousands to die at sea because it's so sharp.
Heyo! Yeah, he went there, folks. He went there. I said folks again. I've never said that word until I was on a podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. You heard it here first, people. Folks, Bridget joining, channel 14.
Hey, hi, Mom. Just kidding, my mom doesn't know how to use the internet.
That's cool, neither does mine.
Okay, cool. She always has to, like, get me to check her emails for her, and then she gets mad if I, like, look at her emails. But she always sends me cute puppy pictures on Facebook, which is nice, so there's that.
So, Eric, your mom, technically, technologically impaired?
How's she in the technological world?
She is very technologically inclined, actually.
Wow. What?
Oh, that's disappointing. I think.
She worked for some tech companies actually a while ago.
Dang, girl.
So.
Well, pardon me for breathing.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's
I
okay.
You were saying?
I mean, ironically, my father is actually the one who's the slightly more technologically impaired.
Oh, my dad can't do it either.
That's funny. My dad
Well,
teaches computers.
Actually, it's funny. My
dad's usually who I go to for tech support when my roommate isn't here.
My dad can't text.
My dad actually. My mother decided to get a tablet, and she just she couldn't quite figure out the control. She's very tech savvy on the computer, but she couldn't quite figure out the touch controls and everything of the tablet. But my father, who was actually not very tech savvy on the computer, actually picked up the tablet quite quickly and uses it regularly. Actually,
the tablet's more of a toy than a computer.
Yeah, I use it to play 2 dots. That game's addicting. So good. Play 2 dots, but don't.
Play 2048,
Probably.
but don't.
But don't.
Eric, what Flash game are you going to plug?
Too
late. Moving on. So my dad used to send me intentionally badly worded text, like a teenager, your stereotypical teenager would text. But the problem is I text in full sentences, so it just bugged the shit out of me for no justifiable reason. Thankfully, he's gotten out of that habit.
I like the shocked reaction I got when you found out that I stutter in my texts too. I'll be like, yeah, I was gonna do something. And,
I've never met anyone. Nouns. I've never met anyone before who uses filler words when typing.
I'm just being me.
Because as we've discussed many times before, filler words are your brain buffering, but then you just stop typing.
Nah, not me. I've gotta go fast, as Sonic would say.
And zoom up, there goes the ring. Shit.
Oh.
I'm dead.
But I like...
Brains himself on a wall.
One of my favorite quotes from you is, Bridget, use nouns! Working with me was a pleasure for us, I am sure.
Yes.
Don't ask him.
Kept things from
That was a very
boring,
proper sentence.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for noticing. I do good sentences.
Golf clap.
No, poetry clap. Okay. Okay, that's enough clapping experimentation.
That wasn't even very
loud. Did you just
loud.
hurt yourself by clapping?
I mean,
yes.
It stung a little bit. It's got that little bit of that stinging reverb left in my head. Shut up.
Burb.
Well, I was living in the burbs, then I moved to the city, then I said, fuck this, and I moved back to the burbs, and I reburbed.
I like it.
It'll be a Hanklerfish copy. Did you just verb Hanklerfish? You just verbed verb.
Too far. Wait, did you know, I have a fun fact. The word cornobble, which means...
That's a word, cornobble?
The word cornobble means to hit one with a fish.
Really?
Yeah.
That's going up there with defenestrate for, esoteric words.
There's this one word, it's like tingo or something. It's to go to your friend's house and remove their belongings from their house one at a time.
Wait, you take it out to the car one at a time, or you take the car back to your house and unload it one at a time?
I'm not sure how specific it gets.
Wait, what was the term for that again?
There's quite a debate amongst the Tingoing community.
Tingo.
I don't know if that's a specific word.
And then there's a Tingo's breakfast, which is when you get up, you have a yawn, a leak, a good look around, and then you go and rob your friend.
I said, what about...
Okay, that was a weird Australian slang joke. Let me explain.
And no one knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, in Australian slang, a dingo's breakfast is colloquially defined as a yawn, a leak, and a good look around, i.e. you just get up and don't have breakfast and go about your day.
Oh.
You know what I was just thinking?
No.
No, why would I? If I knew that, we'd save a lot of time.
No, that would
be a very quiet podcast.
That was a rhetorical question.
Intensifies.
That was a rhetorical question with the intent that I will answer it. I will answer that. It's a rhetorical question.
Now, because you don't seem to have really gotten the chance yet. So I see you shiver with Antissa. Say it. Patient.
Legend.
You do this to me every time.
Terry.
Wait. Were you just quoting
Neil Patrick Harris?
No, I meant before that with Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Well, no, but what was it I said?
Okay, so in Rocky Horror Picture Show, there's a line where Tim Curry says, I see you shiver with Antissa, and he pauses and the audience shouts, say it! And he eventually goes, patient.
Yeah. No, I forgot about that. I haven't seen that.
And then he bursts into the rest of Sweet Transvestite.
But no, so the idea I had,
trans. Oh, I can't sing anymore, otherwise we get sued.
Uh-oh. We're getting sued too.
I feel
I
like
can't do
that's
that.
probably copyrighted or something.
Monty
can't do
Python and the Flying Circus.
Stop saying brand names.
So,
Never.
anyways, I was
What
thinking.
was
I mean, we
Eric
were
doing?
plugging pilot pens, not so.
Eric's going to die soon.
Eric is doing the angry arm waving, so I guess I better let him talk.
Speak.
No, it's because you get all pissy about me not. You get pissy about me
Yes,
not
but I'm
saying
intent-
it.
Yes, but the difference is I'm deliberately fucking with you.
I know it is annoying the shit out of me.
And yet I'm giving you opportunity to talk, and now you're just gonna bang on about how I didn't.
But yeah, no. So my
Talk,
idea
man.
was shut it.
No.
Good idea.
You take
Conveniently
a room.
timed interruption.
You take your friend's room
I
or
don't have
apartment.
friends.
And you move all of the furniture 5 inches to the left.
No, I was gonna
They'll
say
never catch on, but they'll bump into everything.
no. But
You're a horrible person if you do that, by the way.
I want to do that to you now. But that was
I'll
not
notice.
my idea though.
Eric, bear in mind, I noticed when you used the scanner and put everything back properly because my alarm clock's not at the right viewing angle. There's no way in hell I wouldn't notice you moving things 5 inches to the left in an 18-foot wide room.
But yeah, no.
That's
So
easy.
I believe so.
I thought it was
We
10.
consistently measure because we consistently forget.
Okay. Anyway, Eric, please. You
Uh,
have the floor.
So I was gonna suggest you take all
The
of this
seat
stuff.
recognizes the speaker from the right half of the room.
Going back to the idea of the
Moving stuff.
thing. What was the term?
Tingo?
Tingo.
I don't know if that's the actual word. Disclaimer.
Okay, but the idea is you take all of the stuff out of your like roommate or like your person's like room or like apartment. So like take
Yeah.
like or maybe just like do it with like the living room because usually an apartment will open up into the living room.
Yeah.
So like take everything out
Or
of
the
the living
toilet.
room. What apartment do you go to?
Every apartment connects to a toilet, man.
But
True.
you don't usually walk into the apartment through the toilet.
I come up through the toilet itself.
I don't know. If I could, I'd probably install a back door in my first floor bathroom. Just in case someone like bursts in on me taking a shit. Nope, I'm out.
Goodbye.
Deuces. Literally.
Literally.
No, so you
Ugh.
take out all of
Can't-
the stuff.
Literally can't even.
And you fill it
Things that
with
can't.
different furniture. So like you take all the stuff out and you replace it with like different furniture, and then you have like some other person's family just sit there on the couch, so that when the person comes in and opens the
I think they
door,
walked into the wrong apartment.
yes,
Or and like get those pictures with the
And then
the
watch them
demo,
walk out again and be like, wait a minute.
The picture frames with the demo families smiling at each other, and then just replace all your pictures like your precious family portraits
Stock
with the demo
photos.
people. Yeah.
Oh, there's a Monty Python sketch where it starts with a woman in the kitchen and a knock comes at the door and she goes over and there's a salesman standing outside her. They have
With the ovens.
the gas
This is
cooker
the
and
one
there's
I've
the
seen.
delivery person and he's like, is this Mrs. Johnson's house? And she goes, no. Looks out. I'm in the wrong house and runs out the back door. It's such one of those like what? It's such Monty Python humor.
That is the most
Because the
Monty
person just
Python
being
thing
in the
I've
wrong
ever
house.
heard.
Like,
that or
if the secret to humor is surprise, Monty Python is the funniest thing on earth.
that or you replace all of the numbers on the floor with like one floor off. So like the entire second floor becomes like 3.
No.
See how
That would make
see
me
how
climb
much-
more stairs than I have to, and I would not like that.
No,
I would
it's
be
like-
angry.
No, because you live on the second floor, so you
Yeah, but
walk
then you
up
have
a
to
flight
go
of stairs.
Up the flight of stairs and be like, it's 3, and then you have to go back downstairs, which is more stairs than I would have taken. You know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but then you can
that's-
just roll down
But
the
that-
stairs
but
and
then
run
you're-
if you really
But then you're like, wait a second,
like
I'm
the
back
way
on the
you
ground
think.
floor. Where's 2?
swing from the chandelier, drop it on your enemy's knife in the teeth, yar.
Yes! I need to buy more chandeliers. That was beautiful.
On that note, we are over, well, we don't exactly have a time limit, but we have
We
reached
have a life.
we've reached our hour, so, normally we'd have a Q&A segment here, but since no one ever leaves comments on these videos,
What you should do.
yes, if you have a cue for us to A, that would be Eric or I, because I can't guarantee the next time Bridget will be guesting.
but I can guest again sometime.
Yeah.
And then I'll answer your questions.
If you have a question for Bridget, leave it and then just be very patient.
I have lots of answers that you may or may not want to hear.
Speaking of guesting, though, we do have a special guest thank you package for you. You get a signed origami.
Oh, it's a dragon, I think.
Yeah, it's a dragon.
You actually got it.
Yeah. You get this very official card certifying that you are an official context not found guest.
Yes!
And a beverage.
Beverage, green tea, hey, decaffeinated.
Sorry, we were out of literally everything else, but on the other hand, I'm not sure I want to give you caffeine.
Yeah. Wait, remember
Bridget,
me
are
at
you
the
on
rock
drugs? No, I'm just Bridget.
Remember at the rock when I had the coffee with like 13 Splendas in it?
It turns out that if you keep adding fake sugar, it doesn't make it taste better.
I thought I grabbed sugar.
Yeah, and then it was just like, okay, let's see how many we can add in. Will this get better or worse? The answer is worse.
I'm kissing the dragon to show how I like it.
I'm laughing because I know what you handed her was the piss weed that we keep trying to get rid of.
Piss weed?
Piss week.
Wow.
We refer to it as piss week because it's like decaffeinated green tea.
I thought when you said piss week, I thought you said piss weed. I was like, did you fill a tea bag with weed?
Oh shit, one bag. I would just take that back.
Hey, thanks, guys.
This will get me through finals.
Yeah, hopefully. Maybe.
Okay.
Might not help you on the finals, but it'll get you through them.
Yeah.
One can dream.
Roll credits. This show was written by myself, hosted by me and my roommate, and we have our guest, Bridget. And our on-call philosopher is Don Chawunder. Thanks, and have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.